Kiesel. Who's that? Join us this week as we follow up on the seeds that we started indoors. We prepared the garden. We actually get to planting. All right, so we're about a week in and definitely seeing some strong growth with the broccoli and black seeded Simpson. So I'm gonna see if we can salvage them and pull a few of them out, at least the stronger looking ones, and then add them to some fresh cell trays so they can have their own to grow and get stronger in. You know, looking ahead at the weather, probably want to keep them indoors another week or two. So yeah, let's see if we can multiply these. All right, so I was able to thin them out. With the broccoli, there was a lot fewer, so I left one in each cell tray, and then for the black seeded Simpson, there was quite a few more, so I left two just to have a little bit of backup. So yeah, I had a lot more options for the Simpson, and then just the last row for the broccoli. So we'll see how these go. I'm gonna add some water and see if we can perk them back up and have a lot more ready. All right, so here we are about 24 hours after thinning / transplanting, and doesn't look like we damaged any of the existing ones, but you know, thinned it out so they got a better shot. And then the transplants, by and large, look pretty good. So looks like we've added 25 more black seeded Simpson and 5 more of the broccoli. But yeah, pretty happy with it. Could use more of a delicate touch than I have, I guess, but all in all, worked well. And you know, we're a week out from our original planting, so all in all, things are looking pretty good. The peppers are, none of them are emerging, so maybe that's a heat thing or how long it takes to germinate. But we're starting to definitely see a bunch at the time. And a few kale popping out. Not much, but we're getting there. So all in all, pretty good for 1 week in my opinion. All right, so for watering the seedlings, what we're gonna do is fill up this bottom tray, you know, with maybe 1/2 inch or so of water, 1 inch, and then we're gonna put this cell tray back in there, let it soak for about ½ hour. I set a timer just so I don't forget. But yeah, that's what I've been doing the last few days, and it seems to be working well. But we let our seeds soak for the next ½ hour, or not seeds, seedlings. Basically used the remaining potting soil I had, and I just got some new seeds in the mail. So we're gonna plant some cabbage and a different type of kale. All right, well, now that we have the seeds started indoors, it's time to you know, tidy up, clean up some of the beds. Definitely some weeding to be done to make room for the transplants and some seeds that we're going to grow. So kind of started here, pulling them up. You do the other side, quite a bit actually. But our wheat, our 3 rows of wheat, and parts of these have rye. They're starting to take off finally with the coldest weather behind us. So still got a few things in the garden, but time to get rid of a lot of the weeds. All right, well, here's our attempt at snow peas in the fall. Did not go very well. Just overrun with weeds at this point. They did start to vine and climb a little bit, but yeah, then the frost killed them. And so we'll pull it all out and try again. See if we have better luck coming into spring. Now that we've gone from this to this, it's time to start planting this. Okay, next we got some mammoth melting sugar, like snow peas. So what it's saying here is 2 inches spacing and row spacing 24 to 36. So these beds are 3 feet. So I'm gonna do 2 lines, one on this side, one on the other side, and hopefully they'll grow up this trellis. So that's gonna be the game plan here. All right, so we got a snow pea seed in each one of these holes, so just close them up. said to bury it around an inch or so. These took off last time. They started really quickly, but then just didn't produce any actual pods to eat. Just a lot of leaves. In the second row, we go direct seeding some spinach. Here are our seeds. So we're gonna aim, 1, maybe 2 for each hole. And did three rows, kind of along the drip tape, just to make it easier, and space it out and hopefully get some nice spinach coming. So yeah, we've planted our spinach seeds about 5 inches apart. Germination rate is low, 63%, but it could work well with the amount that we did. Also could be a good way to stagger it. So in 2 weeks time, or it says 7 to 12 days to emerge, so say 12 days from now come out. If things haven't emerged, I can plant another seed in each of those holes, or roughly that area, to fill it in. So that's what we're gonna do here now. Okay, so go. Go. This was lettuce seeds that we planted in the fall. Kind of did as baby lettuce, all crammed in and just cut, leaving about 2 inches or so it'll grow back, which it was doing. Definitely lost some, so gonna kind of continue the same, fill in the holes in the trenches all the way through, and see if we can revive this little salad green patch. Start planting and just sprinkling a bit in each of these little trenches that I just made with my hand. Just gonna do it generously. Hopefully lots will grow. So yeah, pretty simple. Now that the seeds have been planted, they're a little hard to see, but just gonna go in and just close them up just so they're a little slightly covered. And water them afterwards and see what happens. This is what I did in the fall, and it worked pretty well, so give it another go here. All right, so now I'm gonna water in the seeds, make sure that they can grow. We got our assistant here who does not want it to happen. Doesn't care what it is, he's biting it.